Ну что, в тусовке не видно, что у меня там трансляция идет или что? Ну, сука.
Лимит, смотри, самый нижний лимит. Подкинь тусовку. Лимит игроков ниже. Настройка тусовки, стартовые другие тусовки, SharePlay, игра вместе и пригласить. Все. Давай, вот если не получается играть, вот, играем.
Ну, то интернет свой выкинь.
Ну, не могу, выйти китайский нахуй интернет. Интернет нахуй для выйти буду.
В России вообще конченый, как я понял, интернет.
Не, ну вы-то поближе к Польше, там, кому там, да, там, Европа. Ну, а чтобы Москва, нахуй, это не то. Хотя перед Данием это еще привет, нахуй. Вообще все идеально, нахуй, вообще идеально, блядь. И Питер должен быть вообще охуенный, нахуй, живешь. Сектор будет России, нахуй. Россия через 2 года, теперь Москва, все, кому там, блядь, там, блядь, деревнях, нахуй, блядь, Польши, я не знаю, блядь, Беларусь, Украина, нахуй. Вот нахуй, два должны быть сектора света, ебать. Станция, ну, Псковская область. Такая хуйня.
Win this! Don't you know?
Постройте нахуй легкие дома, нахуй, деревни, городки, блядь, спокойно, нахуй. Свою деятельность, курить, нахуй, и похуй на Питер. Вот это, у меня два паспорта. У меня паспорт Израиля есть, нахуй, и паспорт России. Если что-то хуйня, я сразу же пишу, нахуй, в интернете скажу. Нахуй ничего не надо, нахуй. Вообще такое, нахуй.
Это я тебе показал, как в тусовке должно быть. ты Бухенвальд, я тебе говорю. Ну, я не знаю. У меня YouTube привязан просто. Там мне нафиг тот народ не нужен. Я просто, как бы у меня есть профиль Ютуба, поэтому я привязал. Это не вопрос, хоть две. Музыка тут лютая, это вообще игруха лютая труба, я тебе говорю.
We meet again, Mr. Kimura. In a more peaceful situation.
Dr. Reed. Still visiting London by night?
We must both be nocturnal animals, you and I. After your captivity, I thought you'd be more cautious.
Breathing the cold night air helps calm my mind, sir. I've had the most frightening nightmares since I escaped that filthy jail.
How is the situation?
I've heard rumors about armed men patrolling.
May I ask you what you...
I was.
Why this sudden epiphany?
I was already feeling nostalgic about Weymouth.
Юрец, блин, я ничего не могу понять, что он мне рассказывает. Ты тарахтишь вилы.
What can you tell me about your abduction?
If you really want to know, I was locked in that building for 3 or 4 days. My jailer was insane, mumbling about sacrifice and voices.
What did he say?
He constantly whined about the voice of his mother.
And why didn't...
That was the weirdest part. He claimed to spill blood was not enough. It had to be done when some stars were aligned.
Which stars?
That's the whole point. He wanted me to talk to him about some Red Queen configuration or constellation. I've never heard of such an astronomical...
Юра, заткнись, а. Ну вот прикинь, я играю в игру на прохождение. Мне тип рассказывал, что произошло, и я ни хрена не понял из-за того, что ты тарахтишь. Ну, сам. Ну ты понял вообще, что я ничего не понял. А загрузиться нельзя, тут вообще такого нету.
Why are you so nostalgic for your hometown, Dada?
I was focused so much on making money, I almost forgot them.
Have you no friend?
Over the years, I'm afraid my greed turned me into my friend's adversary, while I became friends with my professional rivals.
Those you grew up with, didn't you?
Would you believe I was once a member of...
Have you heard anything?
I was not only a bad landlord... I was also a bad husband. I've not seen my wife and son for years.
At least now you're ready to go back and see them.
You make it sound like you suffered from an absent father, yes?
Can you change? And is it what you really want? If so, it must come from within, not without.
I've seen what an altruistic gesture can do. Nothing forced you to save me, Dr. Reed, but you did. I will follow your example in these matters from now on.
There is no need to thank me. Rescuing a London citizen should not be out of the ordinary. Though I'm afraid it may appear so in these.
You did not only rescue me...
How will you cope if you're attacked again? me, Tadao, why was your abductor so interested in your passion for astronomy?
I dunno. We met a few times at the Royal Greenwich Observatory. He seemed to share my hobby. Then he invited me to his house and locked me in.
Yes, astronomy is a fascinating subject. When I was a child, my mother bought a small telescope for my sister and I. We spent many a pleasant evening stargazing.
Stars are not just dots in the sky, Doctor. They are the key to our understanding of the cosmos. They remind us...
You're right. But children love
protection by the light of the stars.
Draco. My favorite constellation.
Memory's a strange thing.
Did he fake his interest in astronomy?
No. In his madness, he spoke...
Goodbye, Mr. Kimura. Take care.
London has brought so much pain to me.
Tasty rats. Oh, those clever rodents are cautious now. Oh, they won't approach. You made me sick, you juicy, warm treat. Damn it! Oh my! What have we got here? dead rat. Oh, so gross. So tempting. Eternal life. Through the blood of the lesser beasts, he said. Oh, dear God, help me. Save me, for I can't stand what I've become. Rats.
Tell me what really happened to you, Karina.
He was so handsome, so charming. He asked if I'd obey him in every way. I said yes. And then he...
You must resist.
I can't. His voice, his gaze. I have to obey them.
Why do you eat rats?
Their flesh contains the path to immortality.
I don't know if I can, miss. You...
Kill me then, Doctor. Take my life. I beg you.
If that's really what you want. Is it really what you want, Miss Billow?
No, it's not what I want. I wanted to live forever, but I've been tricked. Now, I want this torture to stop. So, yes, sir. Make it stop. Thank you for releasing me. I can finally say the name of my torturer. It's Jacob Blackwood.
I cannot enter. It's locked, all right. This is despicable. It's locked.
Ну чё, смог? Видал, типшу сожрал. Ну, короче, я у нее пробивал, что за вампир ее контролирует. Ну, а он через нее своим голосом говорит: ты угомонись там, короче. Ну и видишь, походу она с ума сходила, ей плохо было, я ей помог. Освободил ее. Ну, я так сделал, думал, может быть, он вылезет, понял, типа мстить. Ну, увы. Ну, хотел ему жопу порвать, ага. Ну, не, ну как, опыт получил бы. О, смотри. А, это охотники на вампиров. Ну да.
Sorry, sir. No, Leech! Don't like that, do ya?
Ну, если игра называется «Вампир», ты думаешь, что позитив тут увидишь? Это вряд ли. Я удалил его, у меня нет зомбидиса. Не, я не за эти танки типа того вообще. Юрец, я ж тебе говорил, я с кем не общаюсь, я их брею. Если мы раз пообщались и потом, ну, сидим, морозимся постоянно, ну, зачем мне такие люди? А когда мы каждый по-своему можем играть и при этом общаться, это нормальные друзья, а другие, ну, толку от них. Мне эти циферки, количество, они вообще не нужны. Ой-ой-ой, Вася, лянь там собака. Сейчас увидишь. Ой-ой-ой-ой, увидел.
water. Of course, it's not holy water. I mean... I found some use for it.
Не. Ну, квесты, да, выполняешь. Вот сейчас вот основной квест меня типа, ну, узнали там как-то, ну, то есть как узнали, глава ордена вампиров, понял, в Лондоне. Короче, ну, посчитали меня, короче, высшим вампиром, не смесью там, помесью там, понял, а именно чистокровный. Ну, кто меня создал, ну, понял, кто меня... Нет, нет, я чистокровный вампир. Ну, то есть, не дампир, который там, это уже, ну, помесь. Да, я чистая, короче, кровь. Я не могу днем, поэтому почему игра темная? Потому что я ночью могу только летать, если что. Ну, да, не гони, то это все это мультики, да, сказки, понял? Он, вспомни, в этом Ведьмаке даже этот, как его, скажи, я скажу. Нет, ну, может, и в кровь вино, помнишь вампира, тот древний, который даже не знали, сколько ему лет, и вообще. Ну, то есть его убить нельзя, то есть вообще нереально. Ну да, это, видишь, говорит о чем, это самый древний. И живет там как отшельник, и света боится. Ну, то есть такое. Ну да. Не, вот видишь, так и тут. Меня создал вампир, а вот эти все, ну, прочувствовали, понял? Ну, старые тоже вампиры. Ну, и так узнали, а для каких целей они меня зовут, я еще сам не знаю. Вот, то есть я могу сейчас к ним идти, понял? А вот то, что я сейчас, типа, ищу рестораны, это доп... Ну, пошли к ним тогда, что. Ну, как бы да. То есть я не знаю, кто... Да тут, блин, изначально ты вообще живой человек, пока тебя не укусили и не скинули в братскую могилу, понял? Меня достала родная сестра, и он сожрал ее тут же, понял? Ну вот, Джонатан. Короче, тут история жесть.
Hello again, Venus.
Jonathan, you're scared. Can't you just knock at people's doors during the day?
Forgive me.
Come back.
Ты ж понял, тут я не могу ломануться в хату и сожрать, пока меня не пригласят. Ну да, да, да.
It could be someone you know. Even someone you're close to.
Мол... Хорошая малая, я б ей засадил бы. Так, перед логовом вампиров, главных вампиров, пойду покурю. Ну, я не знаю вообще, что там будет. Ну, типа того. Посмотрим.
Do you know where you are standing right now?
In front of the Ascalon Club, I presume.
The Ascalon Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr.
There has been quite a battle here. I'm sure the Ascalon Club has the money to replace the furniture. I cannot enter. It's locked, all right.
Good evening. We repel the
My good friends, if I may have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reed. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bansher was no match for him.
Here, here, here.
Come forward, young Ekon, for we have so much to discuss. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
At last we meet. I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you. Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reed.
Thank you, my lord. Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
She has proved to be helpful on many occasions.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely, especially if she is a mortal. Too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not expect me to speak ill of Lady Ashbury.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
What do you mean?
I speak of the Skull Plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End, but the time has come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
Why are you suddenly so friendly? The last time I met one of yours, he tried to kill me.
Are you referring to Fergal? He was the most useful of servants, but he was just a servant. You, on the other hand, Doctor, proved yourself much more worthy.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End? Is that it?
Ah, straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about all this, Dr. Reed, but first, I should like to get to know you better.
Talk? Is that the only reason you asked me here?
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
No, I haven't.
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reed. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely Ascalon material.
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member of the Ascalon Club, and to serve me as such.
I agree to join the club.
This is good news. Good news indeed in these crucial times. Let's inform the Assembly formally, and proceed with your initiation.
My initiation?
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country. My fellow members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Well, speak, Dr. Reed, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall. Speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
Yes, I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood. It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance. I know it's awfully gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation. Delightful. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
I personally went patrolling last night in the West End, and I spotted at least 2 foreign Ekons. This is an outrage. We shall chase these intruders down.
I was chased by a gigantic Valcod 2 nights ago. I thought it was Fergal coming back, but no. That creature barely spoke English.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. How does it feel to be this evening's centerpiece, figuratively?
It's quite unsettling. As a doctor, I am more used to being the observer than the subject observed.
Do not be alarmed. The Ascalon Club has a tried and tested policy for choosing its initiates.
May I ask who you are, sir?
Why would you be interested?
Well, as you seem to be the only man in the room with a beating heart, you draw quite a bit of attention yourself.
Ah, vampire senses never cease to fascinate me. They dwarf those of mere mortals. I am Aloysius Dawson, by the way.
Are you not afraid? You are surrounded by vampires.
Sir, it's for that very reason that I joined the club in the first place.
Is not the nature of this club a secret shared by only a privileged few?
My dear Dr. Reed, I have spent years and a fortune precisely to gather that kind of information.
So you asked for membership?
I have been a member of many clubs in many countries. But I must admit, this one is my favorite.
Are you not a... Are you a member of the club?
Yes, I am. And I have...
What can you tell me?
It's not really my place to give you such information.
Are you sick?
Personally, I consider my advancing years are a sickness in itself. My body is slowly abandoning me, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell me about...
I would not dare speak of our chairman.
Mr. Dawson? Of Dawson?
A withering London figurehead to be...
Are you sick, Mr. Dawson?
My case is beyond the scope of traditional medicine. I have spent fortunes on the world's most competent doctors to arrive at that diagnostic conclusion.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir. Should I suppose that you're here in search of some form of immortality?
Absolutely not. I'm here to implement my plan to save the city I was born in. To cast out the ghastly evil that has us all on our knees.
What is the situation?
I am sure Lord Redgrave will
What do you know?
I should not say this, but I had...
Would you help?
No. There is a time for such...
But they are our...
They are not mine.
Money cannot solve every problem. This mysterious epidemic is going to require more than money can buy.
You're right. Money is nothing, unless...
What is your plan, then?
Quarantine and barricades are futile. What we need is a wall. A formidable, unscalable wall to isolate the deserving from the infected masses.
But that would segregate the rich from the poor, would it not? It would be unjust.
Our only course of action must be to save England. And to save England, we have to make sacrifices.
Are you not mistaking sacrifice for summary execution?
Why do you care? Are you not a vampire? Removed from all mortal concerns? Decisiveness is what the city needs, and it needs it now.
I'm sure you have more important things to do than talking with an old man
we're facing
like
a crisis,
myself.
but I'm shocked no one took the time to clean up the mess inside the club since we were attacked.
I must admit the guard of Premay impressed me. They must have spent years preparing their plan.
That went well, did it not? It is always useful to bolster the troops' morale, especially before a difficult battle.
You have the makings of a general, my lord.
I was, though very long ago. Well, not quite a general, but a proud defender of the crown.
So why did you really want to meet me?
Straight to the point again, young Ekon. All right, let's talk, you and I, Lance Sparrow.
I'm listening.
According to my spies, you have worked with Dr. Edgar Swansea on the epidemic, and your findings were quite alarming.
Do you know Edgar Swansea?
Not personally, but I've been told he has some sort of immortal fetish and is a good friend of yours.
Does it bother you that I consider him my good friend?
As long as you reveal nothing of the club's inner workings, why should I forbid you engaging in conversation with the good Dr. Swansea?
You were spying on me?
Not personally. I rarely leave this building. But once he found you, Fergal kept me informed. Until you put an end to his mission.
Who was Fergal? I don't see him sipping tea with the others in the club.
Fergal Banshire was my squire of sorts. Even before becoming that magnificent beast, he was a brute. He served me well for decades.
No, I mean, what was he? He was clearly no ordinary vampire.
No. He was a Volcod. All muscles and instinct. Quite the rare breed. ferociously territorial. Mortals often mistake them for werewolves.
You do know I killed him?
Yes.
Will you bear ill will towards me for his death?
Of course not. Your victory was quite impressive and courageous. You earned my respect.
Yes, I'm convinced the recent invasion of frenzied Skulls in London is directly linked to the epidemic. This is not the Spanish flu, but something else.
I would be glad to hear more of your discoveries, Dr. Reed, but for now, my main concern is the security of London's inhabitants, both mortal and immortal.
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic, the guard of
I have met peaceful and wise Skulls. To exterminate them means we are no better than vampire hunters.
Skulls are hideous, shameful creatures that give all Ekon a bad name.
So, what do you want me to do?
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly. I have reason to fear there are cases of contagion in this part of town. Our absolute priority is to find and cleanse them.
And how would you like me to proceed?
By all means necessary, Dr. Reed. You are now a member of the Ascalon Club, and you have carte blanche. Interrogate the locals, follow all the leads you find, and get results. How's your investigation going, Dr. Reed?
I have a few questions.
All right, but be quick.
What can you tell me about the Great Hunt?
It's a major concern, and I'm convinced we'll only get a satisfactory conclusion by putting an end to the epidemic.
I have already met Geoffrey McCullum. I am certain he will persist until he has killed every last vampire.
The Guard's current successful recruitment campaign is driven by the ravenous behavior of the Skulls.
I see. So without the epidemic creating Skulls, the Guard could not convince anybody of our presence.
Exactly. Once we have put the epidemic behind us, we need only wait until the Guard grows old and weak. Time will once again become our ally.
What about the risk of a full-scale attack here?
That is exactly why so many of our number have left the country.
May I ask you about the mortal?
A member of the club does not normally ask questions.
But Mr. Dawson is mortal.
Aloysius Dawson is a man of his word.
So he really is a...
Indeed. Only the most...
You made me swear on the blood of William...
William Marshall was the most glorious knight who ever lived. He served 5 kings, and was a living example of probity for all. And he was my maker.
William Marshall was a vampire? Is this some sort of joke? Wait. Could he be my maker?
That would be joyful news, for it would mean he still walks among us. But alas, the great knight has left this world for good.
Why is his blood?
He was simply the greatest defender of the...
Goodbye, Lord.
Godspeed, Dr. Reed.
I know we're facing a crisis, but I'm shocked no one took the time to clean up the mess inside the club since we were attacked. I must admit the Guard of Premwen impressed me. They must have spent years preparing their plan.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club.
Yes, Lord.
Good.